Today, you're about to see the greatest performances of all time, those that left an indelible mark not only on cinema history, but also on the actors themselves. Some of these roles were so intense that they left lasting mental issues on the performers, while others captivated entire generations with their sheer brilliance. This time, the ranking is more diverse, more powerful, and far from the usual picks. So get comfortable, because today on Scene of Promise.
Landa, da sind Sie ja! Emmanuel, voici le colonel SS Landa.
Christoph Waltz's performance as the malevolent Colonel Hans Landa is more than just a role. It's a masterclass in pure psychopathy and magnetism. From the very first scene, as he confronts a Jewish family with a chilling smile, his on-screen presence is undeniable. Landa is cold, calculating, and extremely dangerous, yet his charm and charisma pull you into his twisted game. Waltz doesn't just play a villain, he crafts one of the most terrifying and captivating figures in cinematic history.
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
Tell him about the chicken.
Ralph Fiennes delivers one of the most chilling performances in history as Amon Goeth, the ruthless Nazi commander. His portrayal is neither exaggerated nor cartoonish, and that's precisely what makes it so terrifying. Goeth kills without remorse, with the cold indifference of someone who believes he has the divine right to decide over life and death. Fiennes fully embodies the essence of everyday evil, showing us that true monsters don't need to scream, they simply exist. His presence on screen is bone-chilling, leaving an unforgettable mark on cinema.
I bought you.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Samuel L. Jackson delivers the most powerful performance of his career as Jules Winfield. His ability to shift seamlessly between calm, philosophical reflection and an underlying sense of menace is masterful, all while exuding incredible charisma. The iconic Bible passage scene showcases his absolute control over the moment, where every word and gesture radiates power and tension. Jackson transforms Jules into a complex, unforgettable character, and above all, a deeply human figure in the way he confronts violence.
What the fuck's happening? Oh, man, shit, man!
Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Why the fuck you do that?
Du önskade ett dött barn. Och du hatar honom.
In persona, Liv Ullmann delivers a performance that becomes the very core of the film. Her portrayal of Elizabeth Vogler, an actress who stops speaking after a traumatic event, is pure subtlety and restrained emotion. Through the smallest gestures, her face becomes a canvas of anxiety, confusion, and despair. Ullmann conveys such profound emotional complexity that her character's silence speaks louder than words.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl!
Bruno Ganz delivers a haunting portrayal of Adolf Hitler in his final days, capturing the emotional and mental breakdown with unsettling authenticity. He doesn't just depict the historical monster, he humanizes him in a deeply disturbing way, revealing his doubts, rage, and desperation. His performance is visceral, with moments of palpable tension, especially as his composure shatters and he spirals into madness, taking the audience on a chilling journey into the mind of a man consumed by his own delusions.
Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge! Doc! There's a girl in my place who took some sleeping pills. You better come quick, I can't wake her up.
In The Apartment, Jack Lemmon crafts one of the most human and endearing characters in cinema. His portrayal of C.C. Baxter, a man caught in a moral dilemma while trying to climb the corporate ladder, is a masterclass in vulnerability, comedy, and drama. Lemmon subtly conveys Baxter's desperation and hope, delivering a performance that stands out not only for its emotional depth, but also for its impeccable comedic timing.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother!
Toni Collete in Hereditary delivers a devastating performance as a mother completely shattered emotionally after an extremely traumatic event. The film begins as a brutal family drama, and Collete perfectly captures the essence of a woman who is almost dead inside, trapped in an unbearable internal and external battle. As the story unfolds and the horror elements take over, her performance intensifies, amplifying the film's terrifying and harrowing tone.
Every night we read a book. You're so smart, Jenny. You'd be so proud of him.
Tom Hanks delivers one of the most endearing and complex performances in film history as Forrest Gump. With a mix of innocence, simple wisdom, and deep emotional depth, Hanks brings to life a character who, despite not fully understanding the world around him, impacts everyone he meets, every gesture, every line, and his courage in facing challenges are filled with humanity and tenderness. Hanks perfectly captures the essence of a man who, though not driven by great ambitions, changes history in his own way, showing the greatness of life in its simplest moments.
I just need a minute, Richard.
The greatest actress in history had to be on this list. Meryl Streep brings to life Francesca Johnson, a woman torn between duty and desire in such a complex and human situation that it becomes an emotional challenge. Her naturalness, gestures, gaze, laughter, and the most devastating moments are absolutely incredible. This is a devastating and deeply human role. Streep conveys such vulnerability and pure strength that we feel every emotion with her, taking the drama to an unforgettable level.
Max, no!
Jack Nicholson unleashes all his intensity in one of the most memorable roles in cinema. His portrayal of Randall P. McMurphy is pure energy, chaos, and rebellion, making him the symbol of resistance against a system that seeks to control him. His defiant laugh, unpredictable gaze, and contained fury create an unforgettable character. Nicholson masters the balance between irony, madness, and desperation in an emotional journey that takes us from euphoria to tragedy. Featuring Scarlett's cunning, ambition, and fragility with a unique intensity. Every glance, every word, every burst of pride or desperation makes her an unforgettable character. Her transformation from a capricious young woman to one forged by war and loss is captivating. Vivien Leigh dominates every scene with a magnetic presence, making Scarlett an absolute cinema icon with one of the best character developments in history and extremely complex writing.
But I'll think of some way to get him back. After all, tomorrow is another day.
Robert De Niro delivers a brutal and heartbreaking performance as Jake LaMotta, a man consumed by his own temper. His physical transformation is striking, but what truly shocks is how De Niro captures the fury, insecurity, and self-destruction of the character. Every glance, every outburst of rage, and every moment of vulnerability is loaded with raw, visceral truth. His performance is pure intensity, showcasing a man who not only fights in the ring, but also battles against himself.
Selfish fool!
Hey, Stella!
The legendary Marlon Brando transforms Stanley Kowalski into a volcano of emotions. With every shout and glance, he pulls us into the darkness of his soul, revealing a character full of rage, insecurity, and desire. His intensity and magnetism forever changed the way we see acting in cinema. Brando doesn't just play Stanley, he embodies him, making this one of the most complex and terrifying characters in film history.
Get on with your life, would you?
What life? I got no life! I'm in the dark here!
Al Pacino masterfully portrays a blind, tormented ex-colonel, haunted by his inner demons. During filming, he focused not only on the physical aspect of blindness, but also on how losing his vision also meant losing part of his identity, leading him into a state of despair and pain. Though he didn't experience blindness firsthand, he immersed himself so deeply in the role that at times he felt mentally and emotionally drained by the intensity of the emotional burden he carried. For Frank Slade, blindness is more than just a physical ailment. It's a metaphor for the emotional darkness he's carried throughout his life.
There was a time I could see, and I have seen, boys like these, younger than these, their arms torn out, their legs ripped off.
Daniel Day-Lewis brings to life Christy Brown, a man with cerebral palsy, in the most immersive, demanding, and incredible performance in cinematic history. The actor underwent an extreme physical and emotional process, spending the entire shoot in a wheelchair and using only his left foot, which caused him chronic pain and mental health issues that led him to therapy. Beyond the physical effort, Day-Lewis captured the emotional depth of the character, showcasing his struggle, dignity, and resilience. The dedication he displayed in My Left Foot is a testament to his unique and profound approach to acting, taking it to levels of realism and emotion that few actors ever achieve. This has been The Top. Remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram, where I reply to everyone. See you next time.